I am Emily Fehrenbacher. I am an artist. I am a potter. I am an art teacher, and I'm a mom and an entrepreneur and a whole bunch of other things. But we're here to talk about my art and my teaching of art. I've always been creative. My mom actually chose to homeschool me through elementary and middle school because she wanted me to be able to have kind of unlimited access to, making stuff, going outside, experimenting, just being me and having that untapped access to, like, if I wanted to learn through art and making stuff, then I had the ability to do that. I love ceramics for how versatile it is and the fact that I can combine function and art. But I love building up materials on like a paper or canvas, making mixed media pieces as well. I think that art was something I realized I wanted to do seriously when I think as early as my sophomore year of high school. My freshman year, I had a blast in that art class, and by sophomore year, I was already being pushed up into 2 levels of art classes at the same time because I was just churning through projects and assignments very easily and very quickly. I didn't know what form of creative outlet I wanted to do at that time, but by my senior year, it was actually still in high school, I decided that I wanted to pursue becoming an art teacher and went right into the art education program at MTSU. Teaching art, it's that moment when I find a student who falls in love with it that makes me enjoy that whole experience the most. It's really the mentoring part that I fell in love with when I first started. When I find those students that, hey, they're like, hey, I think I want to make a career out of this too, then I know I can have such a better conversation with those students. I'm like, okay, we can talk about this whole creative process and you're gonna stick with me and you're not gonna get lost and you're not gonna look at this like a hobby the way other people do. You're gonna see it the way I see it and appreciate the thing that keeps me ticking every day. So those are the moments. I also just love getting to put my hands in my own process every day, whether it's on one of my projects or one of their projects. It's still the same materials I make sure to have in my classroom so my students feel like they're getting to do what I do as well. Pottery is the bigger one that I feel like students struggle with because it forces you to think three-dimensionally. I had a much easier time teaching my kids drawing skills and things like that when that was what I focused more on. But especially sitting down at the potter's wheel, they think it's going to be this like magic little experience that you sit down and you're one with the clay and it's just like you can make whatever and you're throwing giant pots. And they don't realize it's going to be a practice of muscle memory and learning how to like think inside and outside of a piece at the same time and apply pressure and practice and make 1,000 of them that don't go well and, rage quit for a couple of days and come back and try it again. We're actually in that moment right now. They just finished their first 2 weeks on the wheel and some of them never want to do it again. It's entertaining to me, nonetheless. Keeps me going. I think the most rewarding part of teaching students art is, again, just seeing the passion start to grow, that little fire start to ignite because, as an artist yourself, you've felt that, you've been there, you've had that moment that you're like, I think this is everything that I do now, and then you get to see that continue and you get that feeling of like, I helped keep this going and convince, someone else that art is worth throwing your whole life in front of.